Okay, I think I'm recording. Um, so I am in a program called MindX. It's pretty great. I did pay for it though. So you have lots of options for, various income brackets and free and, all that stuff. So it's definitely worthwhile checking them out. Um, all right, so I'm going to start. I'm going to basically make a mind map of mind mapping of graphic organizers. So the first thing is that I actually chose which type I wanted, what format, and I'm actually going to change this to the cute kind of like almost hand-drawn looking bubbles, and I really like this color palette. But I am going to change all of these colors to be the same. Because I want each layer, of topic to be cohesive with one another. Come on. I wanted to do there. Okay, there we go. So with a little trial and error, we changed those. All right, so I'm going to call this graphic organizer. It is our main theme. And then I am going to create 4 topics. One of them is going to be what are. I'm just going to say what are they? And then I'm going to ask what are they good for? Mm. All right, and then on this side, I'm going to say the 2 types. All right. And then I'm going to go down here to my cheat sheet of one that I already made. Oh, and then I'm strategies is the next one. All right, so then I'm going to put in strategies. All right, pretty simple to type in and navigate. The best thing I can say is just kind of start clicking buttons and, exploring. Okay, so now I want to add some subtopics to these topics. So there we go. And what are they? And so if you hit subtopic, with a subtopic already chosen, it just adds a subtopic to that one. So that's a third layer. What we want is to have several subtopics. So I want to keep clicking that main bubble and then have several little branches off of it rather than it keep branching off of itself. And I'm going to do that. And I know that there's actually only 2 types, so there's no reason to include more. I know that there are going to be 4 strategies that we talk about. All right. And so then All right, so what are they good for? I'm using my cheat sheet again, and I said problem solving and visual learning. Okay, so that's where I'm going to put that topic. Okay, and then what are they good for? I know that they are good for ADHD, visual learners, oh goodness. Okay, and I could add some more there. And then I'm going to come over here to the two types, and oops, got a little trigger happy there. All right, so I know that one of the types is charts, and the other is maps. All right, and then from there, I'm going to branch off because there are several different types of charts, and there all are several different types of maps and what they're used for. So I'm going to add several branches to here, and I'm just going to keep growing that out. Oops. Okay, and so there is a T-chart. There's a Venn diagram. Oops, too many N's. Diagram. There's several others, and then there's mind maps and thematic. All right, and then strategies. So I know we're talking about motivation. All right, and then we could even branch off from there if we wanted to and talk about several different subcategories of motivation. I know that we're talking about transfer learning. And I know that Lexi is going to talk about learning objectives, I believe. Okay, and then again, we can keep going down that list. We could build more strategies if we wanted to. And the nice thing about this is that you can save this to your desktop. We're going to just save as is. It's a XMind workbook. Okay, I'm putting it on my desktop. So then all I have to do is go and open this back up again. And I can always add more to this. And so if I find more strategies, then I can keep adding to it. I could make this, huge. It's got an infinite amount of space, and it's got almost an infinite amount of different styles. There's tree charts, timeline. I like these for budget. I've used these before. So yeah, you really can go lots of different places with these color, choose what colors and shapes you want. And you could just keep on branching off. You can save it for another day. As you're learning things through the program, you could make something like this and just keep adding to those strategies, those philosophies, those theories, etc. And then you can save it also. And so we can save as, and then I could save this as, I don't think this is actually the paid version. So I think the paid version you can save. My little cheat though is that I actually just use my little screen shot. And so then I just clip it like so. Now if it got too big, obviously you couldn't do that. But with most you can. And then you can see here I've also made my own for my bills and my budget. So don't look at the numbers, but that just gives you another idea of how far you can lay this out and in how many different ways you can lay it out.